weekend continues here on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return setup here.
That's the way to get it going, boy.
The Niners take over first and 10.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniels. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll try to run the option here. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, oh, it'll affect them in a big way.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Sproles lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Point after here coming up. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Fast footwork by Sanders. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Sanders.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Barkley, inside handoff. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 17-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Well, now how about this return?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. To throw is Sanders. Throwing on 1st down. Sanders shaking and baking. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Oh, fighting off the defender. That's on Lane Johnson, the former top 5 pick. Back to throw. Sanders. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Sanders to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Sanders
This short throw caught by Goddard.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He's going to keep this again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nifty move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Back to throw. Daniels complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Touchdown! George Kittle from 19 yards away.
And the Niners continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Sanders now throwing to start the drive.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's Sanders on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Sanders back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Dancing, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking left sideline. It's complete. On 1st and 10. Daniels. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He completes it to Hunter. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Sanders.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wild Card Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 4th. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.